Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today talking about Dunedin, New Zealand. So if you're watching this, you're one of two people. One, you're on a cruise ship, it's stopping here. Or two, you're thinking about booking this cruise ship. You see that it stops here and you want to see what's available. Purpose of this video is to show you what's available. We'll talk about the price, kind of what's hot, what's selling out. We'll also talk about noted height, weight, or age limitations. And if you have mobility concerns, whatever's passed along to us from the provider, we will pass along to you. On this screen right here, which is, we call this the Shore Excursion summary screen, you'll see a couple things. Some things have nothing percent off. Some have 5% off. You'll also notice that some things have 6 spots remaining. Nothing is sold out yet. This cruise leaves for us in about a month and a half. And if you're looking at doing this either this year or perhaps in the next, at least now you know that, hey, there are a couple things that have some limited availability. And if Caribbean Cruises is kind of your main staple where you can kind of leisurely select a cruise, then there's ample availability. Other parts of the world, more limited supply. How about a River Gorge Scenic Railway is where we'll start off our excursions at. $300 per guest. 5 hours leaves at 7:40 in the morning. You will do all the things that are listed here. Pause if you want to see what you will see if you were on a train going through the landscape. More details here. 1800 Gold's Rush. You know, when there's gold, people love rushing to it. If you have mobility concerns, you got to be able to walk 50 yards to the train. 4 steep steps. The good news is the train is air conditioned. Not wheelchair accessible. But you can buy stuff on the train, so that's nice. So if you're looking forward to getting on a train and seeing what the train wants you to see, you are in luck. How about a castle? $224 per guest, $164 for kids, and you are off and on your way to see a castle. 9:30 a.m. departure, leaves at 6. No, it's for a 6-hour tour. 9:30 a.m. departure. You will see the items listed here. And these are the highlights of what was listed above. Make sure to pause if you want to read in greater detail. If you're in a wheelchair, it's recommended to not select this. Got to be able to walk a half a mile. It's a 90-minute drive each way. Some steps, some incline, some standing. Animal sightings cannot be guaranteed. And there might be food available for purchase. How about panorama? A little panorama tour. Get your cameras ready. $54 per guest, 3.5 hours long. One leaves at 8:30, one leaves at noon. And you are going to be taken to the town to take some pictures. Overview of what you will see there. Highlights of what you will see are here. But it is a tour of the town. Guests must be able to walk 600 yards over uneven paved surfaces. How about Wild Wonders? That's a pretty cool looking bird there. $184 per adult, $134 for kids. 4 hours long. One leaves at 9:45, another leaves at 10:45, and you are off to look at wildlife. Pause to read what you will see, and there you go. Pause to read that. The yellow-eyed penguin, and their natural habitat. They're from there. Got to be able to walk over 100 yards. Well-groomed surfaces. Don't select this if you have mobility concerns. There is no promise that you will see those things there. So that is certainly noteworthy. Otherwise, pretty cool. That's a bird. That is a cool bird. What about a castle and brewery? $294 for guests. 6 spots left. 6.5 hours long is the duration. 10 a.m. is your departure time. And you're going to go see these sites, and you're going to smell some brews, and hopefully enjoy some if that's your cup of tea. Here's the highlights of that. Minimum drinking age in New Zealand is 18 years old. You got to be able to walk 950 yards, 100 stairs, 230 steps in groups of 15 to 20 steps at a time. So if you have mobility concerns, make sure you can accomplish those noted tasks. How about highlights of the town? $145 per guest, $131 for kids, 4.5 hours long, leaves at 9:45 in the morning, and you are off and on your way through town, and you're going to see the items listed here. You're going to do the things noted here. Guests must be able to walk 600 yards, climb 25 steps, physical fitness, and if you have mobility issues, it is recommended to not select this excursion. How about a brewery tour? $126 per guest, 2.5 hours long, leaves at noon. Minimum drinking age in New Zealand is 18, and you are going on a tour of a brewery. If you want to see what that is in a lot of words, they're there for you. Highlights of what you would have read above if you paused to read it. There you go. Those are the highlights of your brewery tour. 500 yards, 100 steps, legal age to drink, no noted mobility concerns. So if you've been looking for something to do, well, you're in luck. A brewery is there. How about a harbor wildlife cruise? $139 per guest, 2.5 hours long, leaves at 9:15 in the morning. And on your harbor tour, you are going to see the items highlighted there. Pause to read them. And these are more details here. And it's complimentary Wi-Fi, complimentary binoculars, and warm jackets, as well as some info sheets. Morning tea. This is a very accommodating. Homemade cookies. You'll get some captain's commentary. I'm telling you this. Now, this is the excursion. You've got to be able to walk 300 yards, steps into the vehicles. There's a ramp, a steep ramp, animal sightings. So if you have mobility concerns, just make sure that you are able to do that. So if this is your port of call, if this is the cruise you're thinking of doing, these are your shore excursions that are listed right now. I hope you found something you wanted to do. And until the next video, I hope you travel safely.